Welcome to the magic of the early years. We are celebrating the exciting new Educare of West DuPage today, which is scheduled, if you can believe it, to break ground next week. So that's a big round of applause for that, right?
The Gustafson Family Foundation sent out some invitations to local school districts to begin to establish a relationship that would ultimately lead to a partnership, a unique partnership of public school district, private philanthropy, and Head Start programming to bring this unique and state-of-the-art preschool program to the neediest children of our community. We're excited to provide an all-day, all-year intensive program to develop language and academic capacity in our youngest learners.
I'm Teresa Hawley, and I'm the chair of the board of the Educare of West DuPage, and I have been the project director as the project has been getting going over the last 4 years, trying to get the building up and built in the community. We started the Educare Center out here in West DuPage because we recognized that there was a real gap in the world of early childhood education policy and the advocacy, and that is a focus on the need of young kids at risk in suburban communities. In this country now, 40% of kids under the age of 6 who live in poverty live in suburban communities, the same number that live in urban communities in America. And yet these kids are sort of the hidden poor, the ones that the programs aren't there for yet. We haven't been keeping up with the changing demographics of our country. And so Educare of West DuPage has been designed to put into practice and put on display everything that research tells us is needed to help these young kids who are at risk be as ready to succeed as a typical middle-class child. And we're so excited to create one of these Educare centers here in West Chicago, a community that really cherishes its young children and wants to help them succeed and do all that they can do in life.
$1,400, sir. To you. Anybody want to do the 14? Anybody want to do the 14? Yeah. Now I need 15. How long will he be away? I got 1,400, need 15. Where is he? You don't know. 1,500. No pressure. Now 1,600 to you, sir.
Is that I see so many kids, I see so many families, and they just grow up in the poverty and the areas that they are around, and you wonder, and you see some of these kids and you think, God, that kid has so much promise. Or you see the child that, you know, is in a household or in an environment that is just, you just wonder, how is this kid ever going to make it? This kid has so much promise and they'll probably never make it. But thanks to the program like this, they're making sure that some of these at-risk kids, these young minds who have yet to be molded yet, that they're actually going to get a chance because they're going to help them and they're going to help their parents as well.
Okay, my name is Chris Scheck and I'm president of the West Chicago District 33 Board of Education. Our district was honorably chosen to be a partner in West Chicago, or in Educare of West DuPage, and I cannot tell you what a gift this is to our community. We have been very proud to work with all the partners. We look forward to offering this wonderful facility and these wonderful services to our children, and would just like to thank everyone that's been involved in the process.
My name is Mike Burke. I'm with the Buffett Early Childhood Fund, and I'm also on the board of directors for Educare of West DuPage. And what I find most exciting about Educare of West DuPage is the fact that it's one way that we can make good on the great American promise of equal opportunity. That's a promise that's given to all of us here in the United States of America, but unfortunately it's not a promise that our society can deliver or is delivering at this point. But our hopes and dreams is that with this Educare in West Chicago, along with all the other Educares from coast to coast, we can make sure that more children arrive at school eager, ready to learn, and ready to succeed.
How I came to Educare was really by an accident of birth. I am the president of the Gustafson Family Foundation, a foundation that my parents created while they were alive. My dad worked for United Parcel Service for 48 years. He was a Swedish immigrant with a 10th grade education. Surely someone with his background could never have had the career now that my dad had then. And during that time, my parents lived very, very frugally, much like the millionaires next door, except they had a great passion for children. My dad saw education as the equalizer for opportunity for all, that those of us who had the privilege of getting an education really had doorways open for us. And in 2007, at a board meeting, when we were talking a little bit about the strategy of what to do with the dollars that we were given stewardship of, we decided that Educare was probably the best way to honor the legacy of my parents. My wife and I first visited an Educare in 2006. We were invited there by Harriet Meyer and spent the morning witnessing and observing all the good work that goes on in an Educare center. And when we left, got in our car to go home, the very first thing we said to one another is, wouldn't it be great if our kids could go to Educare?
Celebrate this special day. Celebrate it every way. We're here to celebrate Educare. Celebrate today. Celebrate Educare. Celebrate Educare.
My name is J.B. Pritzker, and I'm a supporter of the Educare of West DuPage. I became involved with Educare in general because Irving Harris, one of the great philanthropists of all time, and certainly in the early childhood arena, encouraged me to get involved in early childhood development, and Educare is the best development that's come along in a long time. The Educare of West DuPage is so important. Partly it's because it's our first Educare in a suburb, and secondly because it will serve predominantly a Hispanic population, which is very important for us to focus on. It's an increasing part of the population of the United States, and it has a set of different characteristics than any other community that's served by Educare. So I'm very proud to have been a major sponsor and to be involved here in Educare West DuPage. Groundbreaking now, and can't wait till the grand opening.
We are, of course, very proud that after months of research and conversation, that West Chicago is becoming the very first suburban Educare center.
From highly qualified staff to full-day programming, as well as all of the other supportive components in between, Educare of West DuPage will serve as a testament to what high-quality programming looks like and what it can produce.
How intentional, research-based educational early learning interventions can really change the life trajectory of poor children in America.
We stand collectively on the precipice of fundamentally changing how we educate our youngest children in America.